everyone, and welcome to Cruising Aboard Jet Lag. One of the things on my to-do list before I launch in 2025 is to upgrade the TV set. The previous owner had installed a 13-inch TV, which was cut into the cabinet door. It made a great installation. It looked great. However, the television was not high definition. Also, if you weren't sitting directly in front of the television, you would lose color. Eventually, the further you got away from the TV to the left or the right, it became black and white, and then the screen would go completely blank. So I had to upgrade. I also wanted a larger size, and I wanted a television with at least two HDMI inputs. That way I could run my Roku soundbar, which I stream with, and I could also have a Blu-ray player. Now, one of the things I want to do before I mount this TV to the cabinet door is make sure that it's going to operate the way I wanted it to. So what I want to do is have this hooked up to a Roku soundbar. Even though it's a smart TV, I like the soundbar because it gives great sound. And I also want to hook it up to a Blu-ray player so that I can have Blu-ray if I don't want to watch anything on the actual TV. And that was one thing I needed to make sure of, is the HDMI connections were on the back, not the bottom, not the sides. That's the problem I had with the other TV. Number one, it only had one HDMI connection, and it was on the side. So when you would close the cabinet door, for instance, if you wanted to watch the TV sitting at the dinette, as soon as you close the door, it also hit the off switch and turned the TV off. That's why this on and off switch is on the bottom, so it will not touch anything. I can have two HDMIs, one input from the Roku soundbar, the other from the BluRay, so it'll all be hooked up. It should make a nice installation. Well, it seems like we have the TV up and working. The Roku soundbar does work. The TV works. I can watch YouTube TV, which is what I stream and subscribe to here at home. I can also use it on the boat. And we've got that hooked up. Now let's go and get the Blu-ray player hooked up and make sure that works. Now, one of the reasons I wanted to change TVs is, number one, the other TV was not high definition. The second reason is if I was sitting to the side of the TV like this, the TV that was on the boat originally, it looked like it was black and white, and the further you moved over, it just went black. The screen would go black from left to right or right to left, depending on what side that you were on. So, watching this, that was historical weekend at Put-in Bay, really makes me ready for boating season and headed back to the islands. Well, it looks like the DVD player is going to work. This is a DVD that I had at home. It is a Blu-ray player though. So I'll have, YouTube streaming TV. I can also put in one of the digital TV antennas to get local channels when I'm at the lake or wherever I'm at. Or I can watch a Blu-ray disc. And oh, by the way, just a little hint, a trip that I'm definitely planning. That'll be a great month of travel. After over a week of trying to figure out how I was going to mount this new TV, which is a 24-inch TV compared to the 13-inch TV that was mounted in the door, I had to call up my good friend Howard to figure out how to do this and do it the proper way so that it would be secure while the boat was underway. So here's what we came up with. If you remember, originally the door contained the TV where it had been cut out, and they put these braces onto the back and mounted. The part I had is I had everything but the mounts, and Howard came up with the PVC to hold that in place. It's very secure, it's snug, and could be easily replaced with a different type of TV. So now all we need to do, put this back on to the cabinet with 3 hinges that come with it, and hook all the cables up, and we should be ready to go. Another project marked off the list.
skills in the kitchen is boiling water. Great.
Debt-free.
Well, we've got the TV hooked up. We're connected to the internet here at the marina. You can see that I do have my Roku hooked up, the sound bar. It sounds great. The TV's working. Now we're going to try and make sure that the Blu-ray player does work. Just want to make sure. Nice picture, very crisp. So now I can watch a Blu-ray, a DVD. I can stream through my Roku soundbar. The only thing I need is an HD antenna so I can get local channels if I'm somewhere I do not have access to the internet.